They have driven almost 400 million dirham of annual sales.
What keeps us motivated is what we're looking for. We're looking at accomplishing things that once we dreamed of. This is a dream.
Today, humbly speaking, this has been appreciated. We have won 4 international awards, 2 nominations for the project. The first salary was 800 dirham. Another recent transaction of 205 million just happened in a day.
Sometimes we've heard people saying that I'm working too much. Having more work is actually a blessing. On the contrary, we're blessed that we have more work.
Karam kiye ja, phal ki chinta mat kar.
When you sleep, when you go back home, done everything, what's keep you
I don't sleep.
get angry? Hello guys and viewers, how are you? Today we have another episode of The Perspective by Fouad Awan, and today we have a very special episode because we have not one, 2 guests, and both have a full of power, full of positive energy, and these are the powerhouses we have today on our show. And when I'm going to introduce to you, you will realize that they have achieved a lot in a very short time frame. So let's me start the show formally. And remember, this is the most watched show of Dubai when it's come to self growth. So, guys, as I said it, today we have 2 powerhouses, not one, by the grace of Almighty. I'm going to introduce one by one. I try to summarize it, but really they achieve a lot. It's take me a time to go through the introduction. So let me start with my first guest. So he have over 3 decades of experience across the real estate and the electronics, and he is known for his strategy approach to the market. He was the CEO of Habitat Real Estate, established in 2002, where he led across UK, GCC, and Europe. One of the landmark achievements is a 4-star hotel leased to the UK government. Plus, there are luxurious villas in the London. His leadership delivered 2.2 million square footage of mixed use throughout the region. Moreover, he have driven and proven 400 million dirham worth of capitals in the real estate. And he managed to raise almost $46.5 million in terms of GCC. And he have translate or transformed almost 165 millions shopping mall in terms of real estate. He is known for his sharp instincts and ability to identify the opportunity. So, Mr. Sanjay Dhawan, how are you?
Fine, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Fawad, for giving us this opportunity and spend some wonderful time with you and the wonderful team here.
Thank you. Pleasure is all mine. Now I'm going to introduce my second powerhouse, and then we're going to ask him that they both started from so different angles, how they come together, and how they're creating this positive energy throughout the day, and what they are all achieving down the line. So my second guest, so he born in Africa, raised in Europe, rooted in Dubai since 2026. He have co-founded a company called R&R Internationals with his brother Rajesh, and they have driven almost 400 million dirham of annual sales, and plus they help to deliver 2.5 billion dirham of sales on the sale project with SKAI Holdings. And now he is overseeing the portfolio of 350 million dirhams of worth. He is known for his relationship more than his strategic approach. He have experience and influence with the 5 languages. I know only 3, so we need to know what 2 other languages both indeed they have. But he expert and he's mastered the cultures, how to deal across the cultures. And he's a co-founder of RRS Capitals and Management, Mr. Rakesh Mirchandani. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Thank you for having us. And it's a pleasure being part of this podcast. And we wanted to ask you, because of course you're doing this for a very good cause, if you can explain a little bit more, um, what you're planning to aim from this.
Thank you, Rakesh. I'm being on the interview my side, but you're turning the table. So the idea is that we want to support our upcoming generations, and we're gonna bring all those people who start from nothing and reach to the top and set down landmarks. So the because now there's so many information in the market, but there is no clear path, and there's no examples which taught in the school and the university that how to become a successful, how to achieve what you really need to achieve. So that's why we're going person to person, select them, and we're going to interview so that people get inspired. At least the 1% of their time, 30 minutes a daily, can change their perspective. And moreover, we're going to generate the cash flow for a special noble cause.
Right.
Thank you. So my the first question from both of you is that you both have a decades of experience and you started totally different backgrounds. So how you gonna think that the life will bring you that stage? Have you decided that you will come back to this stage and you will stay together something as a one platform?
So basically, as we always say and always believe, Dubai is land of opportunity. And I personally believe that we are similar to a tree which keeps on growing. No matter how many obstacles you face in life, how many uh, good fruits or bad fruits, you should not get influenced with that. And no matter how much obstacle you are facing, the tree keeps on growing. And when we look back, when we started this journey, because our family more than 50 years in Dubai, I'm being here almost like continuously 34 years and lived in different parts of the world. And when I first started, when I was a teenager, uh, because this podcast is to encourage the new generation. So, just to share a small thing about ourselves, uh, my first job when I took over, though we come from a business family and then we started in Dubai, loved the city to settle here. The first salary was 800 dirham. And the journey from then till now, uh, it's really good. Like we say in Hindi, karam kiye ja phal ki chinta mat kar. You will meet many good people in your life. Cherish those moments. You will face some difficulties, but don't give up on your vision. Just keep on moving.
Perfect. Perfect. Marvelous. Marvelous.
So we met around 18 years ago, and at that time, of course, we've known each other since a long time. At that time, since then, we've been doing transactions together. We're from the same real estate fraternity. So just recently, approximately 3 years ago, we were looking at this opportunity of Ras Al Khaimah. So we started discussing together, and we said, why don't we get together and form this new venture called RS International Development? And because we knew each other from before, it was very easy. It was like it was just like, I trust you. If you think this is something that will work out and it's going to be profitable, then why don't we agree and we look at it? And the moment that we suggested the idea, instantly we said yes. The same happened with the other partners as well, who are part of the same venture, because they're people we know since many, many years. So when we approached them, both Sanjay Bhai and myself and my brother, then they instantly said, yes, we'd love to be part of the venture. So today we have a very good group together, like-minded people, all trust and get along well with each other. And I think that's the most important thing. We have a very strong foundation.
So do you think that it's create instantly or you keep working? And as Sanjay Bhai said that it is risen by the karma you did it. And you guys come on the right time, on the right place. And
So we personally believe that the most important thing is the relationship or period of time which we cherish. People whom we know 34 years down the lane, we are family today. And keeping in mind for us, relationship is more important. The trust factor is very important. And the vision of, luckily, by grace of God, all the shareholders, all the partners are aligned. So we believe in each other, we believe in each other vision, and this is where this strong partnership is moving ahead.
Wow. So thank you. My next question is to Rakesh, that you often say that real estate is the art of becoming a valuable advisor, not a salesman. So how you come up with this idea, and how you say that which event in your life give you this route that usually we see the salesperson in the real estate, they just sold the land and they say goodbye. But how you come up with this valuable idea that it's an art, it's not a salesman.
So I think it's important. Firstly, in the business that we're doing, we're trying to add value. That's the first belief. Second thing, which is very important, we're building relationships, and we're seeing these relationships from a longer term point of view. So if I were a salesperson only, then I would sell anything. I wouldn't understand the client's need, requirements, etc. Just sell them anything. And this happens a lot in our fraternity. But the difference here is, I think, and many people do, us and many others, is that if you sit with the client and you understand what the clients really want, and you give them the right advice, the clients will stay with you for long, because then you're helping them build their wealth, earn profits, etc. So I think it's important to put the client's interests first, and then ours. And of course, we do get paid for this, but more importantly is we have to look after the client's interests and give them the right advice.
And adding to that, I would highlight one more thing. When Rajesh, whenever we advise anyone, we appreciate for their trust in us. Trust make a big value for us. It's not about just selling anything. We don't advise anything, something where we will not put our own hard-earned money. So we wear first investor hat as an end user hat. Even when we were developing or building this hotel, we never wear the developer's hat. We always wear end user hat. Will I go and buy this? Uh, will this proposition, what I'm suggesting to someone, will make money for the investor? This is very important for us. So there is a strategic alignment of the group uh, from day one, not from now, it's from day one. So we are not here not just to sell anything. It's a big responsibility, and the trust the investor is putting on us. This is very important for us to give the right advice.
Wow, Sanjay, because they said that trust is something which can't be bought, can't be sold.
That's true.
Correct. So on that note, we've had many people over this journey of years come to us, new people who have joined this real estate fraternity, and they say that, what should we do in order to build this network of clients, and the clients to stay loyal to you after? Because of course there's a lot of competition, there's so many agents, there's so many agencies. So we tell them that you should always do a little bit more than the others, or something different from the others. That means offer, it's not just about selling, it's about giving the right advice, working a little bit harder. If I'm working with a developer and I'm selling only my product, it's easy because I'm only selling my product. I'm a salesperson. But if I'm a real estate agent or a real estate agency, I have many choices to sell. So then, according to the client's need, I can advise them correctly and say, okay, invest in this project which is ready, or invest in this project which is off plan. Invest with this developer because their location is more strategic. There's many different choices. So I think it's very important. Also, one other thing that we've added, one other activity that we've had from the beginning, which speaks of ourselves, is that we just don't have the brokerage license. We also have the property management license, and we also have the holiday homes option as well. So now with these options, basically, if you're buying a property, the team manages it after. they rent it, they manage it. And also, it becomes hassle-free for the clients, not only for the ones living here, but even the ones abroad.
Oh, so like you have everything under.
We have everything under one roof. Yeah.
Perfect. So my next question to Sanjay, that over 30 years across all the continents and managing the Azores. So how do you define the success on your early days and now? Like how did the definition get changed of that 18-year of Sanjay and this age of the Sanjay?
So, Fouad bhai, for us, we will remain same. The way I was in 90s, today also I am same. Nothing will change. Even I will highlight something, even with so many decades of experience throughout the different parts of the world, we are still learning. And we are learning from people who have just recently joined us also, right? So it's a never ending journey and we should enjoy each and every moments. So each and every success we had, there were ups, down, but the belief, and it's different. Each and every moment is different and we are cherishing that moment. So this is very important for us. And today also I'm learning and I'm open to learn maybe from somebody who's just entered in the industry, or even today I'm learning from my son. He teaches me something and I'm open to learn. So knowledge is something should keep on growing. So we need to accept it.
Like you agree that knowledge should be like a fluid water.
Exactly. It's never ending.
In the same position.
So we'll never say that we are expert. Yes, God is being kind. We have done something right. But we do take advice from the team, from the right partners. Uh, uh, and some places we are right, some places we are wrong, but we correct ourselves at the right moment. This is very important to accept and not saying that, no, I know everything. No, that's not possible.
So like you agree with the fail fast and recover fast.
The most important for the generation to understand, never give up.
Never.
If you dream of something, never ever give up. Uh, if you believe in something, at one particular stage, it will happen.
For sure. For sure. For sure. Totally agree. So Rakesh, your father advised that they are paying you to learn. So how that advice through your career help you to take a risk, help you to gauge the right opportunity? How you take that advice?
So as Sanjay bhai mentioned, about learning. So it's a very important statement that has always that's defined my life. Because at that point in my life, I was thinking about whether I should accept the offer or not accept the offer. So of course, at that time, taking advice from a wise person and a role model that's always been my father was very important. And he mentioned to me, he said, although the pay is low, which I felt it was low, he said they're paying you to learn. You should accept it and you learn a lot, because real estate was new for me that time, and having the opportunity to enter into real estate was very important, and it was a golden opportunity for me. Of course, I did know that the journey ahead would be tough initially, and it was. But as you're learning and as you're growing, good things take time. We just have to be patient, which is another thing for the younger generation. Things don't happen overnight. We just have to be patient, and we have to be strong and resilient, because not everything happens the way we want it to happen. But yes, while we're on this path, there's going to be, we're going to trip many times. We're going to learn many new things, and we just have to stay focused and keep going.
Wow. Wow. So I think we just in the initial level was show and we get 4 to 5 key points. Never give up, stay focused, be patient, be persistent. So these are the advices so far. So moving to my next question to Sanjay bhai, as a young professional, that the young professional always see that the skyline is so beautiful. They never know the hard lessons from the school and colleges never taught that. So, what are the lessons you learned from where you are reaching at this position?
Wow, it's a very interesting lesson that reminds me when I first started doing for art business sales in Bombay. I learned a lot from my elder brothers. And when I came to Dubai, what we learn in school, colleges is something different. Of course, education is important, but the practical life is literally different. So, as I earlier mentioned, that you need to keep believing in what you are doing. Like you rightly mentioned, there was a big transaction executed by us, which was 2.2 million square feet, and the first freehold, with the blessing of His Highness, was announced in that particular zone. Uh, I work almost a good 1.5 year when many veteran of the industry uh, did not believe in that, but we believe what we were trying to propose. Uh, so believe is something, and we could execute, make a fortune, and make a history, not only for ourselves, but for all the people who were associated, and for the investor also. And some of the transaction, the another one which you refer earlier, that 47 million dollars, it just happened in uh, 5 days. Another recent transaction of 205 million just happened in a day. So it's the belief which you should not let go.
Wow. So, do you think that patience in the whole activity is the key or
100%. 100%. And especially in our industry where uh, the competition is big, right? There will be stages no matter how dedicated you are, but pursue, believe in yourself, don't give up. It's a wonderful industry. And we have seen, especially in Dubai, so many newborn millionaires. Nowhere in the world you see that. This land gives you that opportunity. So, this is what to the young generation, believe, never give up.
It's interesting you asked that because a lot of real estate companies we've seen recently have created a club of young or new millionaires. And those new millionaires are actually, or they've acknowledged new millionaires. And those new millionaires are actually real estate agents that have earned well. So I think that's also quite inspiring for people, who are looking up to them, seeing where they started and what they've achieved.
No doubt. I mean, grass on the other side is always green, as we say. But if we could achieve from where we three of us started, Rakesh, Rajesh, myself, and today we are building our first five-star boutique hotel, everything is possible. So never give up, and this is what I will say.
Another thing, if I may add, is when you see so many transactions happening, like the other day we saw that I think it was 800 or 900 billion worth of real estate that has been sold. Or in one day, we saw the other day, I think, if I'm not mistaken, over 5 billion was sold in one day. There's enough of a pie for everyone. With in Dubai, where we know Orasa came up with projects being launched every week. That means there's enough, not just inventory that's being sold right now, where upon realization, the agents and agencies get paid. But even this inventory will get completed, and once it gets completed, there's enough inventory even for agents that specialize in rentals or in leasing. So I think there's a big market and there's a growing market for the future as well.
so? Since you touched the topic of the hotel and hospitality, and I can't hold myself to know about it. How being selling the properties for others and selling the be a real estate and then become a real estate company and the agency and then you move to all of a sudden hospitality and not like 2 star, 3 star, straight away a boutique collection, 5 star. So how you like become the ideas like just
Come uh, like selling just a residential, which other developers were doing at that time, to build something unique, something extraordinary, using this knowledge which we were anyway advising to so many investors, so many developer with the 6 vertical today we have by grace of God. We said, let's do something for ourselves, make a flagship, unique project. So putting to that, for us, when we bought this land, we had a clear vision. We want something extraordinary. Though we were not close to we are close to the beach, but not on the beach. So there is a whole story when we decided to build this, our NH Collection Hotel, one of its kind see-through pool in the region, which was never thought. So it came from us. So we told our architecture that just paint our vision. So the wave, because we are close to, so it's the whole storytelling, the 4 meter monkeys greeting the guests, 21 plus amenities. And there is a funny story. First time we took the concept to the authorities, and thanks to the authority for giving up this opportunity and listening to us. They were surprised that we are trying to put a white elephant in a small box. He said, yes, what to do, but we believe in the vision of His Highness and the hierarchy. And we want to come with something extraordinary with all the developers who are building some good projects there. We want to complement and outstand. And today, humbly speaking, this is being appreciated. We have won 4 international awards, 2 nominations for the project, which is, we are thankful to the wonderful team, and thanks to each and everyone who's associated with this project, because we as owners, we always tell that this is not only our project. Every single person who's associated, it's their project.
yes, yes. I personally admire this line that being my background, working with different owners, Sanjay Bhai is one of the guy who always says, you own it, and I'm there to let you own it. So you'd like to deliver the power, dedicate the powers among the team. Thank you. Thanks. So next question with Rakesh ji, that you said that the life is this game of chess and you need to approach, and the one move is too early. So what mistake you keep seeing that young coming guys that keep doing it, and which they can avoid to be get successful, to change the perspective of their life?
So I think they need to plan well, somehow plan, know where you're, you know what you're, where you're heading or what you want to accomplish, and then move towards that direction. Everybody needs direction, and the rest is faith, and the rest is your fate. But it's important that you plan well, you take the right steps, be patient, and like a game of chess, you cannot play fast because otherwise, checkmate. Game is over. But you need to play. You need to play wisely, take the right steps, and move forward accordingly.
Perfect, perfect. So Sanjay ji, like again, when it's come to complexity, to take a hard decision in a short time, your name is always pop up in the pocket. So across the globe, we like starting from a humble background, and you reach all around the globe. So what is the like your instinct or the gut feelings when you taking the decision under the pressure that yes, should I take it, should I not take it, whether or might be they regret something down the line when you took any decisions? How you like calculate within yourself?
So yeah, God has been kind, and we have a wonderful partner like Rakesh, Rajesh. So sometimes we share our thought together as a team. Sometimes your personal instinct, your belief uh, is very important. So this is where God has been kind to me, that I could take the right decision. Yes, uh, during the phase of life, there were some situation I might have taken wrong decision also, but w- never to regret, or never to get disappointed, or never to get into that depression stage. oh, I lost this money or I did this thing wrong, just keep that as your past, keep on moving. If there is situation many people face in today's world is the mistake they make or the money they lose, then they get so depressed and they only focus on the negative. Okay, you cannot turn the table, right? So why to focus on something what has already happened? So better to look forward, keep on moving, and that's where Almighty will show you the right path, and you never know that something big you have suddenly achieved.
Wow. So like you don't need to be prisoner of your own past, own thoughts.
Exactly.
Perfect, perfect. So both of you like have a leadership skills, leadership qualities, and you learn a lot across the different part of the world. So what one thing which you prefer over like the culture intelligence, how you prefer over the technical information or technical knowledge? Do you think that culture intelligence is more important than there being a technical knowledge of some field?
So IQ, EQ, and of course CQ. IQ, EQ is very important, but CQ just sums it up. It's important to have lived in 3 different continents. So we were born in Africa. We understand, the people there. We were raised in Canary Islands, Spain. We understand how Europeans or how people think there. And coming here to the Middle East also, we understand how people are here as well. So it's important to understand people in order to, have that connection with people. When you're selling, it matters a lot. Because, people, when they're coming from different backgrounds, they come with different purposes when they're investing. And if we understand that, it becomes easier for us to sell. Another important thing is language. Language opens up doors. If you speak multiple languages, you connect with people by saying that, okay, you were part of them or you were living in the past, in any place where it's close to them, they feel connected. And interesting enough, one of our clients is from Congo. And we were born in Congo, and we speak the local dialect called Lingala. So that just opened up the doors. I mean, even here in the past, there was an incident once where we were speaking to someone in Lingala, and the guy got so overwhelmed, he was with his son, that he started recording. And he said, I'm going to go back to my city in Africa. I'm going to show my people that I have a person of, one of our people there living in Dubai and speaking the local language. Because after many years, we left in the early 90s, Congo. And after so many years, people tend to forget the language, especially if it's a dialect. People speak Lingala and French there, but we speak Lingala. So it's good. It helps. And technical, most of the people have that technical or the IQ skills, but having the CQ and knowing how to speak to people in their local language matters a lot. And even people coming from different regions, like people coming from India, for example, Indians generally tend to be very good negotiators. So it's important to understand what they're looking at. Even the way they do real estate in India matters a lot here. When they come and they want to invest, they understand that, okay, when you're buying with off-plan, there's certain, ways of dealing. And Europeans, I would say, they're more disciplined as investors. They like to see things very, very clear. If it's not clear, then they don't move into the investment.
Wow. So since you
And
yeah.
and they're very brand conscious as well. So, for example, and they like to research data, a lot of data. So, good thing is that we signed with NH Collection in last year, February last year, and most of our clients are actually from Europe. So even that's an awareness that they know the brand, and because it's popular in Europe, they can trust the brand, and that helped us as well as RRS, being associated with a brand like NH Collection or Minor Hotels. We're very grateful and thankful for that, and that helped us also build the momentum and sell. It's part of the project.
Wow. So like you know Congo, you know French.
Yeah, so we speak English, Spanish, of course, Hindi, Lingala, French, and other languages.
Yes, man, my R&D is right.
We complement each other. I can speak Russian, Marathi,
Yes.
English, Gujarati, Sindhi.
So in our office, we speak more than 15 languages.
And as Rakesh rightly said, we need to understand each nationality, each culture, each country, the way they think. I can understand Russians very well. I can speak, right? And at the same time, when they come to this country, there should be someone who must uh, educate them about the culture, about the benefit, what this country offers. So many people today also we meet, some of them are not aware. We are staying in one of the safest city in the world where 190 nationality living in harmony. You name it, everything is available in UAE. The good part, being living in say Europe or Russia or US and different parts of the world, since last 35 40 years what I'm being seeing, dollar to dirham is peg. So when you are bringing your money, let it be from India, let it be from different parts of the world, you have already appreciated your money, because against dollar the currency in that part of the world depreciates, right? Anyway, when you're bringing the money here, and we were the only country in the world where the way the hierarchy has managed during COVID, we were hardly close. Even during COVID, if you remember, we could even move out, go out, take our passes, go out. Which part of the world?
Totally agree. I'm a big fan of a COVID because when I started my other businesses was 2019 and 2020 we hit, our pipeline got empty and I got most of my hospitality job during 2020 and 2021.
Yes.
So I love like when people are saying that yes, COVID is what to do. I even create another company which is like for different than technology. And during the same over the phone call, I get my friends and I said, let's do it and let's do it. So COVID, I think the best way of learning.
Pandemic brought opportunity for you.
Yes, yes. So one more question, moving from both of you, that since this podcast is to groom and teach and self learning, so what the major difference between a beginner and the leader, in your perspective, that these two things make you a beginner regardless of number of years you have spent, and this is the leader or the leader qualities in a practical life.
So for us, the generation is so smart today that even the beginner comes and teach us. So go with the attitude that you know about the industry, be confident, rather than being scared that, oh, there is somebody, don't hide your thought, share with it, and it's a teamwork. Whatever we are doing today in this industry, it's a teamwork. Whatever big transaction we have done, it's because of the teamwork. We need to open up. There were few people, I will not name it, um, with whom we have done some big transaction, and some of them were just new. They were not aware, but they had the right connect. Today, the business is all about connection. So don't enter, no matter what industry you're entering, just study a bit about it and go that as if you know it, and just keep the confidence going.
So with to add on that, uh, leaders are the ones that lead the way for people. People look up to them. The beginners look up to them because everybody wants to be successful, but many of them do not know the journey that one has gone through to reach where they've reached. But it's important that when they look at the leader actually shows them or guides them and tells them what they should be doing in order for them to be successful. In our company, the good thing is that we don't have, for as owners, we don't have designations on our cards, on our business cards. We feel that we're all one team, and we're all here to help each other. And we encourage that, there should be daily, weekly, constant meetings. People communicate with each other so that if anyone needs help, from any of the departments, they're there for each other. That communication is important. And it's good to mention also that we had recently people join us, our sales team. And recently means less than 2 years. One of them joined 1 year ago, and the other one joined 1.5 years ago. And they've both actually bought their own properties after joining us. So for us, that gives us, makes us feel very happy that yes, even as people who are trying to lead or trying to be some guidance for them, that they're even being successful or becoming successful, being part of this organization.
Very well, sir. And for us, it's an open door policy. We just try to see wherever we can complement or the team can complement each other with the idea, the thought process. So this is what is important for us.
To not go too far, I would just like to say that keeping aside designations, positions, etc., but every person is important. So recently we had, our company driver, who's been with us for many years. He came and he said, I would like to buy a house. So he's been with us for more than 7, 8 years, I would say. And because he's been loyal and he's been with us for so long, we said, okay, what are you looking at buying? And he said, I'm looking at buying this. And, I've been loyal with the company for so many years. And can the company guide me firstly with the investment, show me how I do I invest and buy this property back home and assist me financially. So we said yes as a company because loyalty is priceless. And at any position, the first thing what many people do is, or what I've done in the past is, when I was about to venture into a business, I asked actually the driver of the company and I said, are you happy here? And he said, I'm very, very happy here. So that mattered a lot, how the owners actually treat everyone working in the company, irrespective of their position. So this is something that actually gives us pride and makes us very happy. The fact that it's very hard to keep everyone happy, but as much as we can do, we try to do.
Perfect, perfect. Wow. And you all said that royalty is expensive trade. It's not available and I think it's hard to find nowadays, especially.
You have to treat people well for them to treat you well. So it's as simple as that. But I think us as human beings, many times we complicate these things. But if we just be good human beings and we treat people well, we should receive the same respect.
So at RRS, we don't call them as staff, it's our family. So if the family is happy, you are happy. You are happy. So this is what we all believe. And that's why we are personally involved in each and every small things. We visit to the site. We ensure that even though they are not on our payroll contractor, they are being treated well by the contractor. We are very particular because human values are more important. The respect, no matter where they come from, what they are doing, is very important for us.
Perfect. Very well said. So Sanjay ji, if you see somebody who is very talented and ambitious, but still what qualities which you think other than the talent and being ambitious can disqualify him to become towards the success?
Well, good question. We give chance to everyone. We don't like to be judgmental. This is where people make mistake. Just by meeting somebody, if I judge somebody in one go, it will be wrong. We should give them a chance. And of course, as Rakesh rightly mentioned, for us, the vision, trust, and the honesty is the most important things which we look as a group.
Mm-hmm. Wow. So really the principles, the hardcore principles that should to continue anything, regardless of any business.
I think the right attitude is important. And of course, the person should be sharing. The person should be sharing a similar vision to where they're going to work, because otherwise they're not aligned. Yeah,
And the
if they
hunger
have,
to grow.
yeah, they should be hungry as well, or passionate about what they're doing. Because some people we hear, sometimes they say, sometimes we've heard people saying that I'm working too much, or I'm overly stressed. Having more work is actually a blessing. It just depends how people manage it. But we never complain that we have too much work. On the contrary, we're blessed that we have more work.
Yes, no doubt, no doubt. So you believe that the pressure is a privilege?
Pressure is a privilege here. Diamonds are made from pressure.
No, no, no doubt.
I mean, we will be always happy. People who work for us, tomorrow they will own their own company. Maybe tomorrow they will have their own development, or they will be partner with us. You never know. So this will make us proud and make us more happy that somebody who just came to this company joined us, and tomorrow he will be owning his company. We are open for that.
Very also for tree have a fruits and the seeds, and again, exactly. Wow.
There was a time a few years ago where in 1 year, we had around 3 people that left our company, and they opened their own real estate company. And we wish them well. And for us, that was it was a good feeling. On the contrary, it was a good feeling for us that they learned and they felt confident enough that they went and they opened their own company. And today, all of them are running their companies successfully.
Wow. So my next question is that many see the results, never see the hardships, never see the failures. So any one failure you like to share that yes, this was the failure and this is how it's changed our life and the decisions we are taking today.
So I don't think there's any failures as such. We learn in our life from the decisions we make, right and wrong. I think hardships we all have. We should have the courage to accept, decisions that have not worked out the way we wanted, and keep trying, keep believing, and learn from it. And there was one more thing I wanted to say. Yeah, I've personally made decisions that might have not been the most appropriate at that point of time. But again, it's all about, you make decisions, they might not be appropriate. If you don't make them, you haven't done anything. So, of course, this is the journey of life. You have to take risks as well. Like when we bought this plot, that time it was not as developed as it is today. And of course, in the coming years, it's going to be even more developed. But every decision should be somehow strategic. You have to think over it and think well before you make a decision like this, especially if it's a financial decision. Gather data, speak to people, and then make the decision. If you do the right things, you'll definitely have the right outcome. And going back, prior to 2008, because we are in real estate, we believe in real estate, we also invest in real estate. And we lost money due to the financial crisis, the things that are beyond our control. We might blame ourselves and think that we shouldn't have done it. But the global financial crisis happened suddenly, and it was not in our control. Coming back after 15 years or 16 years, the investments that we made then, actually we've recovered our money now. So what may have seemed a wrong decision then, it's all about timing. Today, we've recovered our money because the plot has been sold, and
So as Rakesh rightly mentioned, that every mistake we make, we learn every day. And as our leader recently mentioned, that the biggest risk is not taking the risk.
Yes, totally agree. Totally agree.
So you have to take risk, sometimes calculated, sometimes non-calculated. You just have to go with your gut feeling, with your vision, no matter people who are veteran, who does not even believe in your vision. Maybe you are right. You never know. And we have seen that personally. Uh, uh, when we bought the plot, we were making a couple of X in those times. Many people advise us that why don't you sell it, But we said no. We believe in this. We believe and our vision. So we said, no, nothing doing. We will retain this and we will come up with something unique, something extraordinary out of the box. And that's where all this thing we came up with.
Wow. So viewers, no risk, no story.
No risk, no gain. And I think we live in a city that also empowers us. See, Dubai, from what it's achieved in the last 20 plus years, if you look at it, this is also risk. They've taken the right decisions. And of course, we are today where we are because of the energy, the drive that the city has.
I mean, I really admire the vision of His Highness.
Of course.
Back in 90s, when we were driving Sheikh Zayed Road, it was very massive and the population was not that big. The transportation, the car on the street were not as many as what we see. And we used to think, why do we need eight lanes? Now today, we understand His Highness's vision that this is not enough. Not enough. So you have to sometimes think way ahead and believe in your vision. Motor.
There is a quote by His Highness where he speaks about taking his friends and he showed them the palm.
I was just about to see this small.
And I really admire that quote where he envisioned, Palm Jumeirah, the iconic island. And his friends may not have believed, but look where it is today. And today we don't have one, but we have two. Yeah, and one is bigger, twice the size of the other one, which has also recently been successful with the sales that they've done or the response it's had.
Humongous numbers they have achieved, correct? Yeah. So since like we talk about.
Sorry, on that note, just one thing, RRS International Development, so our belief is actually, our tagline is rediscover limitless living. So limitless, this word defines us.
Limitless, yeah. So when you are fearless, you become a limitless.
Correct. You just keep, trying new things, keep rediscovering yourself.
Totally agree. So like sometimes you think about the big investment, the partnerships, and the things got not the way you plan it. That time, how you stay grounded, how you stay gratitude, or you just like how you react.
If it doesn't work, it keeps you grounded, no? If things don't work out, then if you're flying, then you definitely come to the ground. So, yeah, but you just have to, I think when you're on the ground, you just have to, believe and look at alternatives where you can, restart or reinitiate and try to achieve what you want to achieve. So I think 2008 was a good start. And interesting enough, when the global financial crisis happened, we were working with a company before. And right after the crisis, we decided to open our own company. So we started with a printer at home, sitting on a chair. And we said, you know what? The cost won't be lower than what it is. So the risk is very minimal. And the only direction this can go is upwards. It's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
So we started from home, our office, and from there it grew eventually. And then, of course, we've had many different milestones throughout this journey and many different experiences, but it's been exciting.
Wow. So from again, I'm a question for both of you that you have achieved at this level and you take responsibility for the society. So in the end, like let's say another 10, 20 years down the line, what kind of legacy you want to leave? What do you think about your legacies will be?
So a legacy not only of wealth, a legacy of knowledge. And, when we look back after 15, 20 years or years to come, when we look back, what we would like to do is feel fulfilled that we've done something and we've given something back, which is what we try to do, satisfaction. Because there are a lot of people that earn a lot of wealth, but then when they look back at some point in life, they've lived a great lifestyle, but when they look back, has life really been meaningful? That's very important. Throughout this journey, when, like we mentioned earlier, when we see people working with us in our organization, if they're able to flourish, if they're able to buy their homes, buying their homes gives them stability. And not just for them, but imagine the family that follows after. So it's very meaningful when these things happen, and it fulfills us. At the same time, we like to share knowledge as well. So we tend to meet, young entrepreneurs. We then tend to meet young professionals, and we share our experiences of however it could impact them or add value. We feel privileged with that.
And to that, it's very important. When we were building this, there were many things which is, as a developer, it's a big expense for us. But we wanted to come up with something flagship project, something unique, something out of the box to leave a legacy behind. And as the company grows, our vision, because what you're doing, Fahad Bhai, is amazing for the society, to give back to the society, to give back to the underprivileged. And this is what personally, when we get chance, we try to do whatever is possible from our side, especially for the elderly who are homeless, or the small children, uh, and somebody who is in real need. So this is what will make us proud one day, that we could give back a bit uh, back to the society.
So we feel we have a lot more than what we deserve. When we look back, I think we never thought that we'd be in this position today, or what we've accomplished, and of course we're very grateful for that. We don't like to advertise what we do, but yes, we would like to mention, and if this can inspire many others to do it, is, see, we come from a real estate background. So when we look at buildings we're selling, we see how hard the laborers work, in order to build those buildings, and especially they work sometimes in difficult conditions. Like during the summer, the summer's heat gets very hot. Uh, but when you value these things, you'll value their work, and all this is being built because of them. So what we tend to do is, there's a friend who's gotten, he's started an initiative called Feed a Labor, I think 10 years ago. And what we do is we try to contribute every week. Every week, where the laborers get meals, I think there are approximately 10,000 laborers or workers that they look after, or they do this for, and we feel very privileged to be part of this. And in a way, we feel that we're giving back to the same industry that has given us so much.
Given to us. Wow.
I mean, what he's doing is amazing. He's dedicated. He ensures that since 10 years, he is every Saturday, they go to multiple sites, same like us. He's got another friends who are joined with this initiative. It will be great if somebody can do similar from the fraternity, not necessarily from the real estate, can be somebody else. These are the people behind building this beautiful, wonderful city.
Wow. Rakesh, from you, that when you sleep, when you go back home, done everything, what's keep you
I don't sleep.
get hanged? so
I'm
let's
always
say-
dreaming.
Yeah. So this is what question is like. What's make you motivated to get up in next day? That yes, I have achieved so many things, A, B, C, D. I have a big profile and portfolio, so it's done. No, or something keep you hungry every day.
So on that note, I'll tell you one other thing that the younger generation need is, or it's good to have, is discipline. If you stay focused and disciplined, you won't focus on distractions, because there's a lot of distractions. You won't focus on negative things that happen. You'll just keep moving, keep flowing like water, like Bruce Lee says. Just keep flowing like water. So, when what keeps us motivated is what we're looking for. Like, we're not looking at the monetary part only. We're looking at accomplishing things that once we dreamed of. This is a dream, and every milestone we just keep, innovating ourselves, rethinking, or just thinking of what can we do next. And that's the exciting part of this journey of life, is that when you're not stopping and you keep, you keep learning, you keep innovating, you keep accomplishing new things. And to do all of this, one needs to stay focused, and definitely it comes with a lot of sacrifice as well. Um, his son knows very well that, we've stayed up at late nights having calls and meetings at 11:30, 12 midnight, even later, sharing ideas until we reach to where we are today. And we have a long journey ahead. We're aiming to open by end of 27 next year, 2027. It's the same year as the Wynn Gaming Resort opens. So we're excited. And for this to happen, we're definitely going to have sleepless nights. And we know this very well. And if I have it, he's going to have it as well.
This is what a partnership is all about.
Of course.
That's true. And as he rightly said, the momentum should keep on going. The water should keep on flowing. Don't deviate your mind, looking at others. Oh, he's doing that. He's doing that. Just focus, right focus. Keep on flowing. Just enjoy the journey.
I've actually managed to change his lifestyle.
You wake up early in the morning. I'm not that early.
When I'm up by 5 a.m., then I'm just wondering, who do I message at 5 or 6 and who's going to respond to me? And very few people do. Although I've had meetings at or calls even at 7 a.m. So I think it's a normal thing for many people. But
He's a young blood here.
But yeah, and also we've also we feel this passion in people that do respond to us at late hours or early morning. There's our ID architect, B8. So Christina, there were instances where we messaged her at 11 or 11:30 p.m. and she responded to us. She replied to us, which shows that she's very passionate and involved in the project. It's odd hours, but yeah, she's involved. And we're going to test you, Fouad Bhai, and we're going to try and do this as well with you. And you've come highly recommended, I mean, you've done minor hotels before. So we're very happy to have associated with you. And you came highly recommended, and your team has done, you guys have done a great job.
And we really appreciate your input, your valuable throughout this journey suggestions. We really appreciate that.
How do you value the education and the new technology and the keep learning other than having a soft skills in someone?
Both are important. I think the world is changing very fast. So like even the conventional way of looking at real estate has changed, where in the past our elders used to tell us that, zamindar means people who own as much land as possible. Nowadays, you see, they're high rises. People are owning apartments more. It's changed in a way. After COVID, of course, then people started buying more villas and townhouses. But where real estate is heading now, people want to be, we've noticed that a lot of the younger generation, Gen Z, Gen Alpha, however you want to name it, they want to be asset light. They want to find a good balance between working and enjoying life. And I think part of it is being asset light. So you can still own real estate, but you can own real estate through fractional ownership. You can own it through tokenization, which is something we're exploring, we're working on. Real estate will be accessible for everyone. The myth was that, you need to have a lot of money in order to invest in real estate. Now it's changing. And Dubai, being the city of the future, is adapting really well to all of this. UAE as a country as a whole, with all of these new initiatives, it's attracting a lot of investment. And, just the other day I read about Ripco signing with RTA, where I think the taxi drivers were the additional income that they were generating, they could now use that to invest into Pripco, into real estate, through tokenization or through fractional ownership. That means, with an investment of 500 dirhams or 1,000 dirhams or whatever that amount may be, you can actually own part of real estate. It's not about just owning real estate. It's, the fulfillment that a person has, saying that with what I've earned now, I'm a proud owner of a piece of real estate, means a lot. In the past, couldn't have happened because either you had the whole amount or you couldn't own it. But now, even with a portion or a part of it, a fraction of it, you can own real estate and you can say that I'm a proud owner of it.
And adding to that, that's why when we were trying to build NH, we decided there is a myth that luxury cannot be affordable. It's very expensive. So we came with a product which is affordable luxury in our project.
Wow.
So this is something to add on to what Rakesh just rightly mentioned.
So it was not, he's absolutely right. It was not something that just, an idea just popped up and that's it. It was a lot of strategic planning. We're sitting on a 2,300 square meter land approximately, and we have 157 units. In order to have 157 units, we needed ample car parking spaces. So we're actually building 2.5 basements to cater or to accommodate these number of parking spaces. And we designed it as a hotel plus apartments so that the ratio would match as per the authorities' guidelines. Yeah, as per the authorities' guidelines.
Since you say that there's a work-life balance, do you believe on it? It have to be 50-50?
Yeah, I mean, if you're in your comfort zone, then yes, it does work, because then you're limiting your own growth. But if you're ambitious, and if you do want to achieve more than if you do want to achieve more, then you have to come out of that comfort zone, and definitely there's going to be sacrifices. One of the sacrifices is what our families do, because they don't get to see us most of the day. And these sacrifices also the people that are part of the organization do, because they spend most of the day with us. But yes, this is part of life, and while we're young, we can do it. When we get older, we may not have the same energy and drive, and then our priorities will change. But yes, with these sacrifices, everything is possible.
And adding to that, we would like to thank our family for being understanding, supporting us during our journey.
Being patient with us.
Is patient with us, most important.
Our families have learned a lot about real estate thanks to us.
The last question is that, like, what advice you gonna give your 25-year-old yourself?
Ourselves?
Yes.
Do the same thing again. I mean, we're at least me personally, I came to Dubai when I was 20. Sorry, I came to Dubai when I was 28 years old. I wish I came earlier, and I would do the same thing again. Coming here, learning a lot. The challenges actually build you to the person you are today. They make you the person you are today. We become fearless, as you said earlier, and we can take more risks. And without risk, there's no rewards. So I think going back 25 years wouldn't change much. Maybe what I would do is maybe I would live life a little bit more, balance it a little bit more. I think throughout these years, I've definitely worked quite a lot. And I would spend a little bit more time with my family. That's something I would do, definitely. And if it weren't for real estate, then, 25, no, if I could go back, you can say 35 or 38 years, then maybe I would train harder, play more soccer, and become a football player, and earn what the football players are earning today.
So adding to that, I started living in Dubai when I was just 18, when I took my first job at 800 dirham salary. And looking back, I personally believe that if those situations wouldn't have occurred, I wouldn't be here today. So if something bad has happened, I believe that it's happened for something better. So for us, looking back 25 years down the lane, it's very interesting because sometimes when bad things happen, uh, when we thought that, oh, this happened, why to me? Why to me? Now today, we are thankful that God has found something better for me. So keep that attitude in mind. Okay, that does not work for me, does not mean that it is bad. Maybe something better opportunity is waiting, or else we wouldn't be here where we are today. So that's an interesting, exciting journey. Just go with the flow. As I always say, karam kiye ja, fal ki chinta mat kar.
100%, 100% agree with. So thank you both.
Thank you very much for
Thank you very much for having us. And congratulations on this great initiative.
Thank you.
So guys, we reached to the end of our episode, and before I gonna take a leave, I'm going to say gratitude to the God and our valuable guest that they bring such a positive energy within this studio. And today we almost summarize more than 75 years of success experience within 30 minutes of episode. And remember, this 30 minutes will be like a 0.1 percentage of your lifetime. So you only need a 0.1 percentage to change the perspective and the narrative of your life from where you are and from where you want to go. If you want to become a 1 percentage of the top cream population, just remember, share this episode with your friends and within your circle. Follow us on LinkedIn, YouTube, and the Instagram. For more details and next registration, you have to go to www.fawadawan.com. Thank you. Till next time.